All right, guys. This chapter is got to be, even though it's not hard, it's just bullcrap. Ruvik shows up out of nowhere. I'm so done with Ruvik right now. Uh, basically, what you want to do is you want to get an explosive bolt. Now that we've basically cleared all of upstairs and one side of downstairs, we're gonna go into this room. We're gonna have some enemies show up. So I'm going to lay an explosive bolt right here. Now, the thing about this is, Ruvik, not Ruvik, you need to do this in one take. However, there is a checkpoint in between. By the way, I have the explosive bolt there. I also have 2 spare shotgun rounds in the far room, so I'm going to potentially use these if I need to, and you'll see that. But you need to do this part in one take. If you don't, if you trigger the checkpoint and then die, reload your manual save, not the checkpoint. By the way, when Ruvik shows up, that fireplace is blocked, so you can't like hide from him in there, unfortunately. Don't forget this key here. See, we're really collecting keys for when we'll need them later on. But I laid that explosive bolt there. I'm moving around. Now, I'm sure there's a way that I could trigger these enemies and hide somewhere so that so that like they start a path and I could try and get them that way, but it's just too unpredictable, too risky. I'm actually going to take them head on. Now, we used an explosive bolt. Here's another one. Once we get this, we will trigger a checkpoint, which is why we set up that manual save right before. All right, let's listen in real quick.
Number 12, test 71B, electrode placement A2, stimulation of amygdala, seat of emotion and memory allocation, the fear center of the brain. Subject feels as I do. This vessel is far too weak to withstand the psychological weight I myself bear daily.
Okay, so we're going for the fear center. Basically just right and a little bit up of the current pin. So here's the current pin. So we're going just right and a little bit up. There we go. And so this is where the checkpoint is going to be, and we're going to trigger some enemies, and just pray to God that Ruvik doesn't decide to show up. I find that for me, he doesn't he doesn't show up immediately after I have been killed by him. So I usually have some time in between when I'm killed by him and when he shows up again. Keyword usually. So what we're looking for is over here. We had that explosive bolt set up. Again, this is just the one take, which is what you need to have this work this way, essentially. If you're more skilled than me, maybe you can just take them out. If you're more skilled than me, well, you probably are. I don't want to be exploded by my own explosive bolt. This whole thing is so sketchy. Well, they're not showing up right now, but I'm already full on explosive bolts, so it doesn't matter. Hopefully they won't, essentially, usually more than one enemy comes busting through that door. Maybe I just killed them all with what I've already done. But that's a strategy to use. I am already full on these anyway, so it doesn't matter. So we're going to save, and then we're going to do the third one, which I think the only thing we have to be worried about with the third one is Ruvik. I don't